Welcome to Living Room Requests. This is a request from David.
And this has got a story, but I'm sure you all know.
Yeah.
Something like this version that we
Oh,
picked
well, we'll
out.
find out. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I guess you're in my dreams. Last Saturday night I got married. Me and my wife settled down. Now me and my wife, we are parted. Gonna take another stroll downtown. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene, good night. I guess you're in my dreams. Sometimes I live in the country. Sometimes I live in the town. Sometimes I take a great notion to jump in the river and drown. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. I love Irene, God knows I do. Love her till the seas run dry. And if Irene turns her back on me, gonna take morphine and die. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I guess you're in my dreams. Stop rambling. Stop your gambling. Stop staying out late at night. Go home to your wife and your family. Stay there by your fireside bright. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night. I'll see you in my dreams.
All right. So we thank David for that request.
Thank you, David, for that
now,
request.
you say what you want to say, and I'll start saying what I want to say. First, let's
No,
take a thumbnail.
Oh, thumbnail. Forgot that for the last one. Oh.
So Patricia's wearing... What are you wearing?
I'm wearing a kind of a sack dress that feels 1920s because somehow I feel this song, it's sort of in the 1920s blues kind of thing, even though... Give us the history of this song. It's very interesting.
Okay, and I'll say as you all know, he recorded that in the prison first with Lomax in 1933.
Huddy Ledbetter,
So
otherwise known as Leadbelly.
I'm wearing a prison outfit to
There
match
he is.
my accordion.
There you go.
And before I take the accordion off the musical example, so, he recorded that. So first we'll do the lyrics. So the lyrics, Night Irene, I'll see you in my dreams. He never actually says on the first recording.
Or the second recording.
Yeah,
I guess you're.
I think he says, I guess you in my dreams in a Louisiana accent. But Patricia thinks he says, I guess you're in my dreams.
You're like an opera singer, like me.
I was trying to.
Oh, I had to make
differentiate
it
the
sound
difference.
like me. I don't want to sound like I'm
I
trying
like
to be
the way
him,
that you
because I'm not
sang
him.
the words that people know at the very end.
Yeah,
the last
at
one.
least I give you a
So it's a bit like
Bit of both.
when the mythology around the thing takes over the actual thing. So let's unpack that. Also,
We're here for the unpacking.
We've
Love it.
got a piece of sheet music here. published by Macmillan Co. New York. Now, obviously, that doesn't represent at all what he sang.
No.
So I'm not even going to go into that because it's not
something
relevant.
to have.
But one thing that he does do, which is cool and bluesy, which is on the 3/4 of the way through the chorus, and only the first time, and I don't know if it's a mistake or he just played around, but whatever. He plays and he plays a 7. Da da dee. Then he plays a 6, which is cool. That's like one of the only kind of blue notey things that kind of
Voice
happens.
leading.
Well, it's a pure semitone distortion. Not distortion, dissonance. So that's that. Now,
crunchy.
When we find in historic American music what's regarded as old, probably, I guess, 90-something years, that's a long time in the land of covers and traveling musicians and picking it. I learned this from... It's a long time, isn't it?
Yes,
really. I mean, it might as well be 290 or longer years.
True.
And I say that quite seriously. So, the internet will probably point out to you that I had a suspicion, I deep in my mind, that it was written by somebody else, or I should say, took a given amount of inspiration that, would take the likes of Ed Sheeran to have to defend in court that it was his own song. And how about we just sing the chorus of the song that it is highly likely to be based on,
but very different, made very different.
Who was a published it was Tim Panelli, and one of America in general's first black songwriters.
Yeah.
That's Gussie Davis, and you'll know him from many great hits on this channel, including
the baggage coach ahead.
And
linked in the description, shall we?
Yeah, a very, very, very important chap. Now, the document I was trying to find is just
how you can do this at the same time as recording on this, and then he goes off. You see, that freaks me out. If I go off the screen of what I'm doing.
So you got Irene Goodnight, respectfully dedicated. I should also say, Goodnight, Irene. It's confusing.
Maybe it was put in that order so that it wouldn't be confused with that one.
Respectfully dedicated to Mr. and Mrs. J. Hammam or Mamam of Youngstown, Ohio. So this is by Gussie L. Davis, as I just told you who he was.
And it's dedicated to
Edwin Harley of Haverly's Mastodon Minstrels.
Mastodon Minstrels.
Not just your tiny insect
Mastodon Minstrels. Mastodon of music, it says.
So, musically speaking...
Amazing.
Musically speaking, perhaps we ought to record this as one of the free choices and put it up there. Because there doesn't seem to be an obvious version coming up first on YouTube.
Good Lord.
So, if you think about the music of somebody like Arthur Sullivan, you'll be in the right ballpark. And so it starts with that sort of... emphatic romantic.
Why don't we have that as a Patreon sponsored extra?
Okay.
That we've never done
just
that
for the people who are not there. I'm gonna just tell you the chorus. Extra. It goes like this. The chorus is what it goes.
Tiny. It's this big.
It goes like this. Irene, good night. Keep me always in thy dreaming. Think, love of me. When the night closes day with its twilight, Irene, good night. Softly the moonlight is gleaming. Would I ne'er could leave thee, my pretty good Irene, good night.
Back then, they loved to have disjunct melodies to show off that the singer could do that.
And speed up.
Every time a singer went, ah,
in case I didn't say,
people would go like, oh, wow, it's a singer.
In case I didn't say, that was copyright 1886, published by George Proctor. So, what percentage, you, the jury, do you allocate to the possibly learning by ear, possibly hearing that the song is alright, possibly, this is what people did. They still do that, but to a lesser extent. Take bits, make it their own. I'm gonna say, concept-wise,
Sometimes just a title will cause a singer.
Correct.
Will cause a composer to go off.
Concept-wise, I'm going to have to give a third, and musically, it's going to have another 20%. So I think we're probably pushing around 50%, like similarity.
Less than 50%. I think really Lead Belly went off and totally created something totally different. But I like the origin story. Also, can you think of other times when a composer wrote something just off just a title as inspiring them, like Goodbye to Love, the Carpenters?
Well, I completely disagree that it's just the title, because the beginning of the chorus goes, Irene, Goodnight.
Okay. Or just the opening. Yeah, clever.
And it's also, really I didn't even touch on the verse.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's beyond the scope of this.
Well, you get more than just the song here. You get more than just the song.
If you would like to join Patreon, go to Patricia Hammond on Patreon. You can find more information, by the way, about all these videos in the description, including where Patricia sells her clothes. Not that kind, but, well...
This is going to go up on Vinted after this. It was not at all what I thought I was getting. But for the right person with the right figure, it would look quite good. I thought for this sort of 1920s blues kind of affect, I thought it would work. But yeah, anyway.
So check that out. Check out Patricia Hammond's song. Go to Patreon. Maybe we'll be there. And if you'd like to request one, here's a QR code. It links to patriciahammond.com/request.
Yes,
how much does it cost?
It costs £40, which is not much.
British pounds, you pay on PayPal in any currency.
That's £40.
So we'll see you all on the next one.
In my dreams.
Like the video there, subscribe.
I guess you're in my dreams.
I guess you in my dreams.
You were.
Bye.